Hello and welcome to a demonstration of my entry for Element 14's Sensing the World competition. My entry is called Sensing Myself. I spend a lot of time all day sitting at a PC, and the intention was that it would make sure that every now and again I got up and increased my heart rate, did a bit of exercise, ran up and down the stairs or something, just to make sure I wasn't being too lazy, stuck at a desk all day. Unfortunately, as my project started, I was knocked off my motorbike, had quite bad injuries, broke a few ribs, and there's no way I could be running up and down stairs. But whilst I was in hospital, I was frequently having my blood oxygen saturation measured. Luckily, the heart rate force sensor here also measures blood oxygen saturation, so my project was adapted a little bit to check the concentration of oxygen in my blood. So the front end for the application is a Windows application. It runs down here in the taskbar, and what it does is every now and again it just checks, have I taken a blood oxygen reading and is it high enough? And if I haven't, it will actually pop up a notification and it will nag me, as you can see now, to take a reading. I can also show a summary of today's readings. You can see the reason why it's nagging me is because I've taken one reading today, and that was about 5 hours ago. So it's nagging me to place my finger on the sensor and take a blood oxygen reading. If I ignore it, this will go away after a minute or so, and I may not be at my desk. I may actually do that. So as you can see now, it says reading failed. So if I go back to my application, then I can actually manually request a reading as well. So if I click here and go take a reading, once again it will ask the sensor to take a reading, and I put my finger on the sensor here. You should find that it can take a little while, but you should find that it measures both my heart rate and my blood oxygen concentration, and it reports these, as you can see, back to Azure IoT Hub and then onto Azure Time Insights, where the Windows application can actually take those readings. The application will nag me if it hasn't sensed a reading in the last 2 hours. It also will not nag me more than once an hour, because maybe it has requested I take a reading and I haven't been around, or I've ignored it. So I've rate limited these. Once I'm feeling a little bit better, I can easily adapt this back to its original purpose, which is to insist that I get off my office chair, I run up and down the stairs, and I increase my heart rate a little bit. Obviously that's not something I can do right at the moment, but soon.